I co-hosted the news and information show Car Business for more than a decade. Here's a sampling. In it, I am interviewing Susan Docherty, then a top GM executive. I focus squarely on how a new GM management team planned to fix a broken GM coming out of bankruptcy and surviving on taxpayer-funded bailout money.
New day, new beginning, but I'll tell you what, my mailbox is absolutely full of letters from people who are not happy with General Motors. They feel they've been betrayed over the years, a lot of promising, but not a lot of delivering.
Okay.
How do you fix that?
Well,
I mean, you got to convince people to come back and give you one more chance.
Well, and first of all, we're only being given one more chance. We're lucky that we got lots of assistance from both the Canadian and the American government, and ultimately the taxpayers of both of these great countries. And I think we're going to very quickly prove that we can restructure and revitalize our company, that we're going to pay back these loans in full with interest, and make both Canada and the United States proud of these great brands once again.
At Car Business, we interviewed powerful and usually very interesting executives and creatives. We were a show about cars and the business of creating, building, and selling them. All these often brilliant car business types did not need to be coaxed and herded by PR handlers. Watch then GM Vice Chairman Bob Lutz deflect my offensive question with humor and insight.
Bob, you're not running product development anymore. You're not running marketing anymore. What are you doing? I mean, you've got a role in it.
What is it I do all day?
Yes.
I just help wherever I can, and believe me, I think of the 30 top people in General Motors when I got here in 2001, where everybody said, "We'll sure miss you when you leave in 3 years." Tom Stevens and I are the only ones left.
Yeah.
Everybody else is gone. At a senior level, continuity is me.
Yeah.
So that's one of my roles.
So you are the wise one now.
I am now officially the repository of all historical knowledge and wisdom.
I interviewed hundreds of people like Bob Lutz, all of them corporate leaders with tremendous resumes and records of achievement. Before every interview, I inevitably received a call from one of the handlers with this question. What are you going to ask Bob or Carlos or Ian or Dieter or you name the executive? This is the absolute worst question a handler can ask a journalist. Now keep in mind the name of this particular show was Car Business. Kinda says it all. We were unlikely to stray into questions about gun control or world peace. But the key point here is that interviews are not about rehearsing scripted answers to prepared questions. The interview is your chance to take control of your narrative with the help of the interviewer. That does not mean you ignore the questions. It does mean you answer them and bridge to your messaging.